Hey, hi guys. In today's lesson, we're going to see the imperfect past tense Spanish. This is part 1, so let's start. All right, in Spanish, we have 3 types of verbs when we're talking about the infinitive form, okay? The verbs ending with ar, letter A, ar. Okay, I'm going to bring you some examples. Like cantar, which means sing, to sing, cantar. It's ending with AR. And also we have this verb to dance, okay, which means bailar, okay? Those verbs are ending with AR. So if we have verbs ending with AR, if we talk about the imperfect past, pasado imperfecto in Spanish, then to create this tense, we have to add these 3 letters to our verb, okay? A, B, A. If your verb in the infinitive form is ending with ar, A-R, those 2 letters, then that means that to create imperfect past, you have to add these 3 letters, okay? A, B, A. Aba. Okay, this is the way it's going to sound in Spanish, okay? So if you have this verb to sing, cantar, as you can see, we have this root word, cant. This word is not changing, okay? And then the ending is going to change according to the imperfect past, okay? So if you have the verb cantar, to sing, the imperfect past of this verb would be cantaba, okay? Because you have to add these 3 letters at the end of the root word, okay? Aba. Okay, the imperfect past of the verb cantar would be cantaba, aba, okay? If your verb is ending with ar, okay? Now, if you have the verb to dance, bailar, the imperfect past of this verb would be bailaba, okay? As you can see, the root word, the word that is not changing, it's bail, and then the ending is going to change according to the rule of the imperfect past, okay? If you have a verb ending with ar, then the ending would be aba. So the imperfect past of the verb bailar would be bailaba. Now, if your verb in the infinitive form is ending with these 2 letters, letter E, letter R, okay, we have some examples, like the verb to run, which means correr, okay, in Spanish, correr, it's ending with letter ER. And also we have this verb to read, okay, which means leer. Okay, those verbs are ending with ER. Okay, so if we have verbs ending with ER, what we have to do is add instead of aba that we did in verbs ending with ar. In verbs ending with we have to add I with an accent and letter A instead, okay? Ia would be the pronunciation in Spanish, okay? So if you have this verb to run, correr, according to the imperfect past, the conjugation would be corría. Okay, the root word would be cor, C-O-R-R. That's the part of the word that is not changing, and then the ending has to change to ia in the imperfect past, okay? Because your verb is ending with ir, okay? So the imperfect past of the verb correr is corría. Now with the verb to read, leer, the imperfect past would be leía. Leía. Okay, that would be the imperfect past of the verb leer. And now with the verbs ending with letter I, R, ir, ir. In Spanish, with these types of verbs such as to laugh, reír, reír. Okay, as you can see, this verb it's ending with letter I, R. And also we have another verb, to feel, which means sentir, sentir. Okay, so these verbs in the infinitive form are ending with ir. Okay, so according to the rule of the imperfect past, you have to add letter I with an accent and letter A also. Okay, so remember, if you have verbs ending with er, er, or ir, letter I, R, then you have to add these two letters, okay? Letter I with an accent and letter A, okay? So the imperfect past of this verb, reír, in Spanish, the imperfect past would be reía. Okay, you have to add letter I with an accent and letter A, reía. And with this verb, to feel, sentir, ending with ir, the imperfect past would be sentía, sentía. Okay, you have to add again, letter I with an accent, A. All right, so now to sum it all up, then remember, if you have verbs ending with AR, ar in Spanish, what do you have to do at the end of your verb to create imperfect past? It's add letters A, B, A. Aba. Aba if your verb is ending with ar in the infinitive form, okay? Now, if your verb is ending with er, or your verb is ending with ir, okay, ir, then what you have to do is add letter I with an accent and letter A, okay? Ia, ia. All right, also it's important to mention that in case of the imperfect past, we also have regular verbs and irregular verbs, okay? In this case, we only have 3 irregular verbs, which are to go, which means ir in Spanish, ir, ser, which means be in English, ser, be, and also to see, ver, okay? Ir, ser, ver. Okay, we only have 3 irregular verbs when we talk about the imperfect past. I will show you later on the conjugation of those verbs and also the conjugation of the regular verbs in Spanish, okay? But that will be all for today's lesson. Yeah, so that would be all for today's lesson. I really hope it helped you. And in next lesson, I will talk about when to use the imperfect past, okay? So stay tuned and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.